I want to bring in NewsNation's legal contributor and criminal trial attorney, Sara Azaril. Sara, thanks for sticking around here and joining us. We're talking about allegations from 1969. How is it possible to access records or evidence here? How difficult is a case like this?
It isn't. Brooke, one of the things that Cosby's lawyer said, and I couldn't agree more, is how do I dig up, what graves do I dig up to find witnesses to come into court so I can defend my client? And that is really the problem with these look-back window laws, which is what we're dealing with here in California for the next 3 years until the end of 2025. Victims whose statute of limitations have otherwise ran, I should say accusers, can now come into court with no statute of limitations and make these claims that go back decades. And when you're talking about decades ago, you're talking about limited or no access to records, surveillance, witnesses. Some have died, some don't remember. And it really deprives the accused of due process. And so while, as a woman, I support any movement that empowers women, this Me Too movement has now become a business. Ms. Valentino may not be after money. She may not be, she may not be motivated by greed. But the problem is that she has to be cross-examined effectively for Bill Cosby to get due process. And you just can't do that without access to evidence. And so that is really the issue here. And, Cosby, Brooke, is facing these similar lawsuits in New York, New Jersey, California, Nevada. Multiple accusers have come forward, and courts are now being flooded with these claims that would have otherwise been stale because of statute of limitations. I mean, that is why we have a statute of limitations applicable to crimes and civil offenses, is to protect the ability to be able to defend yourself. And so these look-back windows or laws are very, very dangerous.
All right, Sara Azaril, thank you for your time and your insight on this story.
Grace.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.